Live and on demand from the WNY News Now studios in downtown Jamestown. This is WNY News Now.
And thanks for joining us for WNY News Now on this Monday, last Monday of 2019. I'm Justin Gould. Here's what's happening. An overnight fire destroys an apartment building in Conewango Valley. Plus, Jamestown police are continuing to look for a missing 13-year-old girl. But first, Chief Forecaster Dakota Hunter, he's live with a look at our weather. Hey, Dakota.
Hey, Justin, and happy Monday, everybody. As Jay said, final Monday of the year. Where is it gone? Here's a live look coming from the Warren City Bank in downtown Warren. You can see the Allegheny Mountains overhead and a nice sky overhead with the clouds dotting the sky. 53 degrees, but yeah, that's the mild temperature. It's going to be slipping back the other way as we actually get a cold front to slide on through here. As we take a look at First Defense Doppler on the time lapse, you'll be able to see that we have a little bit of rain popping up across the area, and this was all this morning. The rain has started to hightail out of here from west to east, but there will be the chance for a few more scattered showers through the afternoon. You can see it here moving from west to east, so pockets of moderate rain as well this morning. Right now there is a wind advisory for Erie and Crawford counties, Pennsylvania, but that's set to expire at the top of the hour. But there is a chance this could be reissued again and extended over into western New York, as we do have some gusty winds, but of course we'll keep an eye on that. 48 over 46 was where we were yesterday and this morning. 32 is the average, and 61 and 15 below are in the record books for it today. These temperatures are going to be slipping on back through the afternoon through the 40s, and watch the temperatures go crashing down into the 30s as we go into the evening hours. That's as a cold front moves through, and yeah, we've got some snow in that forecast. We'll talk about it in just a few. Back to you.
Alrighty, Dakota, thank you very much. Our top story, an apartment building was destroyed following an early morning fire in Conewango Valley today. The Chautauqua County Sheriff's Office says that as of 8:30, they're still trying to verify that everyone got out of the building. Sheriff Jim Quattrone explained that a total of 6 people lived there, 4 downstairs and 2 upstairs. The sheriff says all of those downstairs got out of the building okay, but the 2 living upstairs were likely at a different location at the time of the fire. The department is now trying to verify their whereabouts. Now, Ellington Fire Chief Stephen Rexford says that multiple crews from across the area responded to that location, 5521 Route 62, just after 3:30 a.m.
We called for additional tankers, established 2 water sources, 2 different water sources in the creek nearby to shuttle water back and forth because it was a 2-story building and unsafe to get in. We called for 2 ladder trucks to extinguish the fire from above.
Now, Rexford says the 2-story apartment building will likely be demolished. Investigators still do not know what caused that fire. Now, crews were not able to search the building because it was unsafe to enter. And police in Jamestown are asking for the public's help in locating a missing 13-year-old girl. Jamestown police say that Gianna Coleman was first reported missing on October 21st. Coleman is 5 feet 5 inches tall and weighs around 150 pounds. Now, since the start of the department's investigation, officers say they've received several tips but have not yet located her. Police say Coleman has a history of running away from home and has been reported missing multiple times this year. She is reportedly in contact with several people on social media and still is believed to be in the Jamestown area. Anyone who may know the whereabouts of Coleman is asked to contact Jamestown Police at 716-483-7537. I'll read it again. It's 716-483-7537. And a City of Jamestown man was arrested over the weekend for allegedly threatening a woman with a metal pipe. Jamestown police say they responded to a report of a suspicious person at a Lakeview Avenue address Saturday night. Now, through investigation, officers alleged that 34-year-old John Matson Jr. threatened a female victim who was in her vehicle with a metal pipe. Matson Jr. is charged with second-degree menacing in the case. Officers say he was arrested and taken to Jamestown City Jail pending arraignment. Well, Chautauqua County's Department of Public Facilities says the replacement of the Harrison Street Bridge is almost done, and the roadway is expected to open on Saturday. It's a 4-day delay from the update provided earlier this year. Now, as part of the bridge replacement, a 16-inch water main pipe that crossed the Chautauquan River has to be replaced, and it needed to be tested prior to restoration. Now, due to an unknown valve leak on an 8-inch connection line, additional time was required to find that leak. Now, testing of the 16-inch new water valve is now complete and it's passed all requirements. Officials say the construction crews will pave over the new roadway this week, and temporary bridge walls and sidewalks will be installed until permanent walls, sidewalks, and final paving can be completed in early spring. Well, certainly that's good news for a project that's really important to a lot of people here in the Jamestown area, as that is one vital way to get through the town. Thanks for joining us here on WNY News Now. Hopefully everyone is having a good day. Let us know what you're doing in the comments and what you have to say about these stories. We'd love to hear you. Good afternoon to David. He says, hopefully everyone is enjoying this beautiful weather. Yeah, it's like spring out there, David. And in between the rain showers this morning, it certainly was a nice morning to wake up to. No shoveling and no brushing off the snow. Always good news in late December in Western New York. David, he says, use some bubble gum on the pipe. Certainly wouldn't it be great if it would just work that way. Thanks for being here. Renee, good afternoon to you. Hopefully you are doing well. And got to say hello to Patricia as well. Joanna, hello to you. Hopefully you're having a good day. Thanks for being here. Jennifer checking in from Erie. Hopefully you're doing well, Jennifer. Thanks for being here on the broadcast. Joseph, Lori, Gary, hello to you. Thomas, good afternoon to Pam as well. Hopefully you all are having a wonderful day. Straight ahead, we have a lot more to tell you about how the state's DEC has new regulations on feeding wild animals, how this affects people with bird feeders, plus why gas prices are going up here in Jamestown. Dakota.
Great. Gas prices are going up. Lovely. Here's a lovely picture from the HD News Now cam. Clouds dotting the sky. We're at 50 right now, but don't get used to that. Temperatures will go down, down, down as a cold front moves through. We'll talk about that and the New Year's Eve forecast coming up as WNY News Now continues in a minute.
Live and on demand, you're watching WNY News Now.
Happy holidays from WNY News Now.
EagleZip.com is your local one-stop shop for all of your home and business computer needs. Located on Fluvan Avenue Extension, just outside of Jamestown, EagleZip.com sells and services all brands of desktops and laptops, as well as servers and network equipment for your business. All new computer sales include transferring your data from your old computer, plus a 2-year warranty. Call EagleZip.com today.
Stop by EagleZip.com today and let us make computers easy for you.
When you're on the go, stay in the know by downloading the WNY News Now mobile app. Stay up to date on local news, weather, and sports that matter to you. Plus, subscribe to breaking news and weather alerts from the team that puts coverage first. In addition, watch news as it happens with the Southern Tier's only 24/7 streaming network. Download the WNY News Now app right now. It's free on the Apple App Store and Google Play Store.
Happening now, gas prices in Jamestown are on the rise. AAA of Western and Central New York reports that the price for a regular gallon of gasoline has gone up 3 cents in the last week nationwide. Here in Jamestown, the average price for a regular gallon of petrol is $2.85. Dunkirk's average is a little less at $2.79 a gallon. Now, across the border in Warren, Pennsylvania, the price for a gallon of regular gas is around $2.89. Experts say the holiday travel season increased demand, and that increased prices. Well, New York State's Department of Environmental Conservation has released new deer and moose feeding regulations. Officials say the new regulations aim to reduce problems caused by wildlife feeding and establish strict procedures for the use of tick control devices designed to treat deer. Now, the DEC first prohibited deer feeding in 2002 in response to the threat of chronic wasting disease. Now, following a public comment period this year, the DEC adopted new regulations to provide a clearer definition of what does and does not constitute illegal feeding of deer and moose. Now, basically, this will allow nuisance situations to be appropriately addressed without limiting bird feeding in general. Well, New York's minimum wage is expected to go up to $11.80 an hour in 2020. In total, 24 states and 48 cities are raising their minimum wage nationwide next year. Now, raising the minimum wage has been a hotly contested issue. Earlier this year, the U.S. House passed the Wage Act, and that would make a $15 an hour minimum wage a federal standard, up from the current $7.25 an hour nationwide. Although that bill failed in the Senate. Now, by 2021, New York's minimum wage is likely to increase to $12.50 an hour. And meat lovers rejoice because today is National Bacon Day. Have it any way you want, with eggs on a burger, a salad, as a pizza topping, or perhaps as a maple bacon donut or chocolate-covered bacon on a stick. Ooh, boy, doesn't that sound like a heart attack. Also known simply as Bacon Day, the celebration was created back in 1997 by MILF human cannibal Leonard and Dan D. Goodman. They recommend eating bacon while viewing movies featuring actors like Kevin Bacon, or films that have the word bacon in the title. That might be a little more difficult, though. You can post on social media using the hashtag Bacon Day. Certainly, what a fun day. I know Dakota and I always talk about this, whether bacon is good for you or not. I guess everything is okay in moderation, but last study I heard, bacon was a no. I still eat it. Don't know about you. Let me know in the comments below. Hopefully you're having a good day. Got to say hello to Lakeith. Thanks so much for joining on the broadcast. Happy New Year's to you and yours. Good to see you. Donna, she says, gas price is already high enough. Totally agree. I just had a conversation with a family member over the holiday about how just 50 years ago, gas was just cents. It's incredible how quickly things change. I guess that has all to do with inflation, doesn't it? Norm, he says minimum wage is never enough. Bacon's great. Canadian Bacon is a great movie. I'll have to check that out. Hello to Jay. Hello to Renee as well. Hopefully you're all having a good day. Coming up next, a look at this week's weather forecast. And later on, we check in on New Year's Eve preparations in Times Square. That and more as WNY News Now continues. Stay with us.
Wishing you a safe and happy holiday season. WNY News Now, the Jolly Team, where coverage comes first.
Pronto Mart, not your average corner store. Located on the corner of Forest and Newland Avenues in Jamestown, Pronto Mart has everything you've been looking for. An amazing selection of hot foods, a large variety of premier headgear, and smoking accessories to fit any style. Pronto Mart, not your average corner store. Stop in and visit us today.
Want weather now? Download the WNY News Now mobile app and stay up to date on severe weather alerts. Plus, anytime hazardous weather strikes, stick with the Southern Tier's only 24/7 streaming network that keeps you safe. You're all in a tornado warning, so now is the time to go to a safe place, small room, lowest floor, near the center, away from windows. What are you waiting for? Download the WNY News Now mobile app today. It's free in the Apple App Store and Google Play Store.
First Defense Weather, the Southern Tier's only live and local weather source. Now, here's Chief Forecaster Dakota Hunter.
You know what? We talk about it all the time. Bacon is good for you. It releases endorphins. It makes you feel good. At least that's my theory. All right, here's a live look coming from the Seneca Allegheny Casino in Salamanca. Traffic okay over I-86, but where's the snow? It's all gone. Look at that temperature of 54 degrees, but the temperature is not going to be staying there throughout the day. Here's what's coming up. It'll be a blustery next couple of days. The winds are up, so you're going to be noticing that as you walk out the door. The wind gust could be near 35 to 40 miles per hour at times, especially through the next couple of days. So rain to snow tomorrow, and then you know what happens behind that. The lake effect will come back once again, and it looks like we will see a few lake effect snow showers for New Year's Eve and then going into New Year's Day. on Wednesday, and it turns milder again by the weekend. It's this roller coaster of up and down, and that pattern looks like it will continue for the next couple of days. New Year's Eve forecast. I know a lot of you are going out to Buffalo for the New Year's Eve ball drop tomorrow, so if you're going out there, we'll start at 3 o'clock. I know a lot of people get there probably earlier than that, but 3 o'clock, you'll see some lake effect snow showers, and notice the winds here. The winds will be an issue as well. West at 20 to 30, some wind gusts near 40 miles an hour as the ball's coming down. 11:59 p.m. Eastern Time as it makes its way down Electric Tower and onto Washington Street as the clock strikes midnight. Will be around 28 degrees with a few leftover lake snow showers, but the majority of the snow should be down in the southern tier at that time. Wind advisory stays in place for Erie and Crawford County, Pennsylvania until 1 o'clock at the top of the hour. So again, but there is a chance this could be reissued and extended over as the winds will be blustery through the next couple of days. Satellite and radar composite again, you can see pretty much the rain has hightailed out of here from west to east, but we're still left with some of this cloud cover, so we'll call the afternoon partly cloudy on average with a few more rain showers to go through, but all in association with this system right here spinning the upper Great Lakes going up into Canada. That's the system that is responsible for all of it, and we'll take you through a future scan here. You can see those rain showers moving in with a few of those snow showers later tonight transitioning over, and then tomorrow, rain to snow tomorrow starts out as widespread snow to start with, and then lake effect quickly develops as the cold air filters in behind it. You can see this band of lake effect already being generated. In terms of accumulation, we're looking at about maybe 3 to 4 inches by New Year's Day. Again, this is not a lot of snow, but again, it will freshen up our snowpack and bring some of the snow back that, of course, we lost. All right, the zone forecast, eastern areas here. This is where the temperatures are going to end the day. Temperatures will continue to slide downhill from here, but this is by about 3 o'clock this afternoon. So we'll be down to 42 in Jamestown, 46 Randolph, maybe 48 in Olean, but temperatures will continue to slide through here with a few showers. Look at that wind west around 30 miles an hour. At times the temperature goes into the 40s near the lake area shoreline with that southwest wind 15 to 30 miles an hour. Next 7 days of your life are coming up. It's 34 tomorrow, 33 for New Year's Day, and again, all 3 days windy with a few snow showers Tuesday through Wednesday. Partly sunny on Thursday, and then it turns mild again for Monday going into the first half of the weekend. Then it turns colder again with a few rain and snow showers on Sunday. Sports is next. Don't go away.
Happy holidays from WNY News Now. WNY Sports Now is powered by Phone Zone of Jamestown. With the largest inventory around, we buy and sell our own merchandise at a price that can't be beat. Have a broken screen? We'll fix it. Learn more at phonezoneshop.com.
Happy Manic Monday, sports fans, and bacon is always the answer. Anyways, welcome back to WNY News Now. I'm Norm Rodriguez with a look at sports. With high school students on break for the holidays, shortly after the new year, the Jamestown Red Raiders varsity girls basketball team will have a game in play. Their game will be on January 3rd at 7 o'clock, a home non-conference game versus the Buffalo Academy of Science Wolverines. The Red Raiders lost their most recent game back on December 17th, 58-48 against the Clarence Red Devils. Mainly using backups in their final regular season game, the Buffalo Bills were neutralized by the New York Jets with a 13-6 loss on Sunday. Playing the bulk of the game, Bills backup QB Matt Barkley tossed for 232 yards, 2 interceptions, and fumbled twice, losing one of the fumbles. Duke Williams had a game-high 108 yards on 6 receptions. For the Jets, Sam Darnold threw for 199 yards, a touchdown, and an interception. Jamison Crowder caught 8 passes for 66 yards and a touchdown. Finishing the season 10-6, the Bills will hit the road for an AFC wildcard game versus the Houston Texans on Saturday afternoon at 4:35. With some NFL head coaches already fired, so far, only one head coach has been fired on Black Monday, the day in which head coaches are fired after the final games of the regular season. Earlier this morning, the New York Giants fired Pat Shurmur after just 2 seasons as their head coach. Under his tutelage, the Giants went 9-23, and the franchise has now had 3 consecutive losing seasons and missed the playoffs for the 7th time in the last 8 seasons. Along with Shurmur's firing, former Cleveland Browns head coach Freddie Kitchens was fired Sunday night after Cleveland's 33-23 loss versus the Cincinnati Bengals. Kitchens coached the Browns for just a single season after his promotion from offensive coordinator, finishing 2019 with a 6-10 record. 2 other coaches who were fired before the end of the regular season were Jay Gruden of the Washington Redskins and Ron Rivera of the Carolina Panthers. Gruden got canned after the 5th game of the season, finishing his 5+ seasons as Redskins head coach, 35 wins, 49 losses, and 1 tie, with just a single playoff appearance, which was in 2015. Meanwhile, Rivera was fired in Week 13, with the Panthers in the middle of an 8-game losing streak which ended their season. Rivera completed his 9+ years as Panthers head coach with 76 wins, 63 losses, and 1 tie, with 2 NFL Coach of the Year awards. That's it for sports today. Back to Justin and Dakota.
All right, Norm, thank you very much. Well, final preparations are underway to ring in 2020 in New York's Times Square. Crews put up the finishing touches on the iconic ball, and they're installing new Waterford crystals. Over 2,600 of those triangles make up the ball, which is 12 feet in diameter and weighs nearly 1,200 pounds. This year's design celebrates the gift of goodwill.
Each year we introduce a brand new theme. This year's theme is the gift of goodwill. Goodwill is all about benevolence, it's all about generosity, it's all about good fortune, it's all about reaching out to your fellow man. It's about taking pause for just a second and celebrating that goodness that's in every single situation. Sometimes we don't always do too often, we always do the opposite. So this year is all about looking forward, celebrating a new year and a brand new decade.
Now, Dakota, more than 1 billion people are expected to watch as the ball drops in Times Square.
Well, you know, we mentioned on the air before that I'm a cord cutter. I'm a streamer.
Yeah.
And the problem is I can't watch it.
Anywhere?
No. Not, I mean, unless I pull up illegal streams.
No, I mean...
because, you see, here's the problem.
EarthCam has a stream on earthcam.com.
Right, but what fun is that?
You want to watch, like, the musical performances on, like, ABC,
I don't
NBC,
care about that
CBS.
crap.
No?
But, I mean, honestly, the only person playing at the New Year's Eve stuff this year, the only thing that even is worth a dang is Post Malone.
Yeah.
Because he's going to be playing on, I think, the Dick Clark thing on ABC. It's like, that's the only thing worth seeing. Other than that, the rest of that stuff's not music, I'm sorry.
Our producer's telling me that we're going to have a feed here live from, I believe it's, okay, so it's from our streaming service. We have an outsourced streaming service that gives us extra content. You see it sometimes in the broadcast.
Yeah.
And we'll be live from that. So I don't think there's any talking in that, because if I remember last year, it's just like a bump shot of the drop. But pretty cool nevertheless. I mean, it's nice to see.
I pulled up a live stream last year. I think it was on YouTube before. I think YouTube axed it or whatever. And it was, well, I mean, I don't think it was on YouTube. It was some channel I found on Roku or something. And it was a live New Year's Eve ball drop. But they were just going around talking to people. And during the ball drop, there was like no countdown. You seen the ball coming down, but nobody was counting.
I always find it so funny really how much hype there is about it. I mean, it's certainly a big event, but it's really just them waiting, and obviously now they have music, but waiting for the ball to drop, and then Happy New Year, kiss your loved one, go to bed.
Well, you see, here's the problem, though. It's, you know, I have the CBS All Access thing on my Roku, which you pay for.
Yeah.
And you get the live stream.
Yeah, you should be able to watch CBS
But
Live.
the problem is CBS does not do anything for New Year's Eve, which
They
is
don't?
idiotic. No, they don't. I mean, they might have something on at like 10 o'clock.
Yeah.
But like as the clock strikes midnight, they don't have any preparations.
Really?
It's NBC, ABC, and Fox. CBS doesn't do anything. And the problem is I don't get NBC, ABC, or Fox live stream.
Right.
So it's just like, ugh.
Interesting. Well, hey,
I hate technology sometimes.
You might have to go back to your cord. Who knows? I cut the cord, and we have AT&T TV now. It's still just as much as you would with regular television, so what are you going to do? Nevertheless. Cindy, good afternoon to you. Thanks for being here. Andrew says different cities do different things. certainly, yeah. And he said maybe he can have a huge thing of bacon. We could drop that from the tippy top of the Spain
I
building.
mean, I still think we could take one of those inflatable beer cans they have in downtown Buffalo and just drop it off the roof of the Spain building. Happy New Year. There you go. Speaking of it, another ball drop happening in downtown Buffalo. The ball drop every year comes down from Electric Tower. And so if you're going to downtown Buffalo for that, we'll start at 3 o'clock, 33 degrees. And as the ball is descending down, the famed tower around 11:59, around the upper 20s with a few snow showers, but the majority of the snow should be in the southern tier. And I still can't talk right today. I don't know what is going on with me.
Shock therapy or something. I don't know. I'm just kidding. All right, Dakota, thank you.
I think it's time to refer. I don't know. I think I should retire.
Well, we could have Andrew hop in. So
I'm tired. I've had enough. I'm ready to retire. I've been in this business since the Civil War.
Dakota, we have a big announcement coming up later this week. You'll see it on the live broadcast where we're going to revamp our look a little bit on the digital video side. And I know you've been working really hard doing that, so I want to thank you for your hard work. And that's probably why you're tired, because they keep asking you in the graphics department, do you like this? No, I don't. Please revamp
it's been a lot of work doing this because, a lot of people don't realize when you do something like this how big it is. But of course, we'll talk about that on the show when we launch.
We will. Thursday is the second day of new graphics. Wednesday, we have a really great look back. So we won't bore you with the graphic look, but we'll talk about that on Thursday. So hope to see you back here tomorrow, though, because we'll be here with more local news. Of course, local news continues 24/7 at WNYNewsNow.com. Be sure to download our mobile app. Just search WNY News Now in the Apple App Store or Google Play Store. Subscribe to breaking news push notifications. We keep you up to date 24/7. Have a great day. See you tomorrow.